open. And the players are about to lag. We have Joshua Filler, the number 3 rated WPA player in the world, and we have Lazar Kostik from Serbia, Filler from Germany. This is George THA in the booth, joined by Graham Hickman. The game is 9-ball, 215 players. It's a 3-point rule, double elimination, alternate breaks every 2 breaks. And it's 50,000 euros at stake here as the prize money. Close, close. Lag. Graham, how are you? Graham Hickman in the booth with me.
I'm good, George. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, glad to be here. Looking forward to this event. It's been good so far. We've had some great matches. And as you called out, yeah, we have the privilege of Mr. Filler in the house. And you called it one of the highest ranking players in the world. For me, probably irrelevant of the statistics, I think he's probably the best player in the world for me right now. And he has to be up in the argument for sure, George.
At this time, he is playing absolutely amazing. I don't think anybody wants to draw him in any tournament in the world. He just plays so well. His shot making, his position, his intensity, everything about him when he walks to the table. He's such a natural. He's such a feel player. He just makes them. He just wills the balls in. This is the first round match here in this Eurotour. We have matches for you every hour and a half. Coming out of Austria. I love Austria. I really love to see the World 10-Ball Championships there in Klagenfurt. Here's the break. Remember, it's a 3-point rule, so there's 1, 2, 3 balls have passed, a legal break. Ball on the break, shot on the 1, can't tell. Lazar, a young youth player, he's been playing on the Eurotour since 2019. He has a couple of strong finishes, a second, a first. One of his first youth in 2022. He just had a second place finish in 2024.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one, I think, George. So I was just going to say, I think it'll be an interesting one because he is coming from the youth side. And as you said there, he's had a few medals. I think Joshua knows him as well. They seem to be quite friendly on the table. So this guy can obviously play a little bit, and he's upcoming. He's yet to go really deep in a Eurotour, I think. And as we know, Joshua, and you recall yourself, George, he's won the first 2 Eurotours of the year. First one in Italy, and then the second one in Estonia. So now he's on for 3 in a row, which I'm sure he'll be trying to hunt down, get that 3-peat.
Yes, he's actually ranked 10th in the Eurotour with only playing 4 events out of, I think they played 6 so far. So, lacking points from those 2 events, he's still highly rated. And as you said, to this guy, the numbers do not matter. Tables are not playing so loose. That might have gone on many tables. It came off a little bit, but it hung up, and we'll get a good look at the young Serbian.
Yeah, I think Filler was trying to just catch that 9-ball and hold for position on the 3, so he was playing it with a little bit of running English. It's probably maybe what pushed the 2-ball a little bit. Still thought it would have dropped, like you say, George. He didn't miss it by much, that's for sure. But a bit of a chance here. Early chance for Lazar.
I'm a little surprised he hit that so soft. I would have liked to come up a little bit more towards the center of the table to run the cue ball around the 9 for the 4.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, a little bit more table to work with.
Yeah.
Possibly he was scared of running close to that ball, the 6th ball in the middle of the table, maybe. Good pot here. How's the nudge?
See, he's clipped. Yeah, that was a little tougher. The young man, he's a 701 Fargo. I see Fargo is used a little bit more and more in Europe as I guess maybe an indication of how the players are playing. Joshua has an 858, the highest in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive when you think about it.
Very, very impressive.
Yeah, with that kind of rating, George, it basically tells you whatever he plays in, he doesn't miss much and he wins a lot. So
No.
That's why he has the highest. It's so dangerous right now.
It's been said by Fargo and by many other players, and I guess maybe commentators, that somewhere around 720 to 740 is a pro player. A little bit higher as you get higher. Anything over 800 are your elite players. And in 9-ball, that almost went in. I wonder if the 8-ball goes in. Would you just go ahead and kick this, Graham? I like the kick on this. I just try to make this ball.
Yeah, I think it's just first on that fluke there. I think in one moment it looked like he was going to get a bit of a roll, but then the 8-ball's gone in, and it's now flipped reverse. Sure. He's got a bit of a problem. I don't think the bank's on George just because of the sliding table. He could go for the kick. Do you think he can bank it? I don't know if he can.
I don't know if yes, he can. He can bank it with a lot of inside. He's not using the inside, so he's playing safe. It's going to get away. See, one of the things I like to do as a player, and as when I instruct or whatever, I like kick shots to the corner pockets. It's just a straight line. So those are some things that you can work on and really build your confidence and accuracy. Yeah, Joshua will make quick work out of this.
Yeah, it could have been quite an aggressive offense shot, but sometimes you're forced into those situations by a good roll or bad roll, and in this case the 8-ball went in unexpectedly, but he tried for a safety shot, didn't pan out, and yeah, I'm sure Joshua will pick up those pieces comfortably.
And Josh takes the opening game. Keep in mind they are alternating the break every 2 games. So Lazar opened, and he's breaked second time. But Joshua has stolen the game from his break.
Yeah, I like this format as well, George. I like this two break format that Predator have brought in for these Eurotours. I do think it adds a little bit of a spice to the game and does make it a bit more interesting when you're trying to hold your breaks and win your breaks. It just throws another dynamic into the whole match. I really do enjoy it. I don't know what you think.
I think I like the two break rule that they have here for one really easy reason, or main reason, is the fact that you get rewarded for winning the game, and you don't let your opponent back in on the break immediately. He's played a good shot there. It's worked out. I don't know if he was hitting it hard enough to get behind the 3. I think he was trying to end up behind the 6. The green 6, but he's got a shot here. I like going off the bottom part of the 2 and going up by the 5 ball with the cue ball. Let's see what Josh does with this. Exactly, just that right there, and that's worked out rather well. He's found cover. If he didn't find cover, yes, that jump shot is there. And since it is 9-ball, he can be rewarded by a fluke. But on the jump shot, Graham, what do you think when the player jumps this? Let's say the 9-ball goes in a different pocket than he's actually playing. Do you feel like that's a fluke, or he just got rewarded for a good hit, like right there?
No, I think if it goes in another pocket, then yeah, it's definitely a fluke. I mean, depends how hard of a shot it is. If the 9 ball goes in the pocket that you're intending, then yeah, I think that's the reward. If you fluke it in another pocket, I guess it's everyone's perception. If you hit a good shot, then
Exactly.
a fluke, I don't know.
Because there's always the argument about, well, in 10 ball that wouldn't count it. Well, then play 10 ball. But in 9 ball, that's the game. Oh, that's a rare miss by Mr. Filler.
Yeah, he had to swerve it there. I think George, he couldn't see the full 2 ball. He's just got a little bit too much swerve, and he's just pushed it a little bit. So a chance here, get this cue ball in the center of the table, somewhere past the black would be nice. You have a nice shot on the 3.
Do you like going around the table here with a 3 rail? Oh, he just came up and drew it. I didn't care for that because you could have found cover behind the 8. He's in good shape.
I think he's just okay. You can just play a bit of a stop shot on this 3 ball. Have a nice angle on the 4 to connect to the 5. So one good shot here, and he could be in a good place to run this rack out.
Which would be great for the youngster. And there it is. So now he's on his way for a nice layout. He's made apparently the probably hardest shot on the table that you should face, unless he gets out of line.
Yeah, probably 5 to 6 is probably the key shot to make sure he has a good angle on the 7, but struggling to see where something can go wrong. Maybe if he underhits this one, potentially, but he's got plenty of table to play with. Just needs to give it enough juice.
Needs to get a little bit right of center, almost straight in on the 6 to come back for the 7. This is looking good. The young man should handle this. That's wise for a lot of beginning players out there. When you have a shot like the key shot like this, they can pretty much win you the game, is to take that extra step, extra time, and breathe. And he's hung it up.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake there. I think he's just tried to compose himself, but he was a little bit off straight. He's probably pushed a bit too much into the rail. This one's going to be rail first, I think. I don't know if he can just clip this in full.
Yeah, Joshua will probably spin this in, or will he? Yeah, he'll spin this ball in and come down for the 7. Oh, he begged it in. Good shot.
Yeah, I don't know where it goes. It goes in the side, obviously, so you might have to play this with a little bit of pace, or he takes the 8 ball a little bit longer in one of the top corner pockets.
It appears to go by the 9 for the left-hand corner, so yes. I think he plays it. He plays for the 8 in the side. Joshua can fool you, though. He plays so darn well. It's going to give up a little bit of the 7, I think.
Yeah,
just a little bit unsettled.
Just a little bit unsettled. I think he's still getting comfortable in this match. He did try to push that a little bit to come back out.
I don't think he can see it to make it.
No, I don't think so. He can definitely hit it. I wonder if he could just feather the edge. And thing is, it's a funny one, George, because even if he feathers the edge, cue ball's going to run up to the top short rail. Oh, he's decided to jump it and go for the pot. Time's running out. Wow.
Oh, what a shot. Oh, that was just unlucky.
Wow.
Nice jump shot, nice execution. It doesn't find the corner pocket, he probably wins the game because cue ball was trending on to a nice spot for the 8. And now a gift for Joshua. And the FILLER is about to go 2-0. And we'll have the break for the next 2 racks.
Yeah, so you got a bit of a roll there on that 7, has to be said. I mean, it was a good jump shot. Obviously, the time was ticking, so he played it extremely fast. But yeah, you called it. He's got 2 breaks now. It'll be interesting to see how he's breaking. We did see in the previous match I was doing on Mario He ran a few of his racks, and it makes a big difference if you can just run out your mini set of your breaks.
Breaking from the side, probably playing the 1 ball to the side pocket. Cue ball goes to the side rail, back towards the 9. He's found success. He's made 3 balls on the break.
Wow, what a break.
And he has a good shot on the 2. What a break.
Yeah, it's incredible. You just draw this off the rail and back out, I think. Oh, wow. What on earth?
Well, second miss. Second
That's
miss
incredible.
by Joshua. I don't think I've seen him miss 2 shots in 2 games in 2 years.
Especially, I mean, the one in the previous rack was a little bit difficult, but that was bread and butter for Joshua. I'm very surprised. I can only imagine that that's his first game today, so maybe he's just getting settled.
Yeah. If I could find anything in what Joshua just did, I would say that he tried to hold to the left side of the 6 of the ball for position. If he hits it harder, he makes it with more success, and the cue ball comes over for the opposite pocket that he played. That was the only thing I could, feel that he might have missed that ball, was he was trying to hold the cue ball on the short side.
Yeah, just a strange one. Maybe you're right. Just he was trying to do finesse or something. Just forgot about the 2. He didn't want to be straight.
Yeah, if he powers it, he makes it all day, I think. All day. Well, this will be a good game, or a good time at the table for this young man here.
That's pretty good. That'll work. Might need his extension on his cue. I don't know. He seems like a tall fellow. Might be okay. Oh my gosh.
On playing the 6 ball, Graham, I would have liked to have followed the ball to the rail with right spin and gone up the table instead of coming straight up the way he did with just a stun shot.
I'm just in shock, to be honest, George. I mean, that 7 was pretty much over the pocket. He done well to overcut it in some respects.
Yes.
This is a bit of a crazy start of this match.
Well, opening match jitters.
Yeah, but you can't keep giving Joshua easy chances like this to still win the frame. You've got to punish him for those misses, and he's not done that so far. And he's 3-0. And he's taken a quick time out, I think, already in this match. George, maybe recompose.
Exactly, to recompose. I was going to say he's got to collect himself, and he knows his nerves are running high. And so it takes that extra 2-3 steps and that extra breath to really compose yourself. And he could have easily had 2 games. They could have been, this match could be actually he could be leading 2-1. He missed that 6 ball to get on the 7 in the first. And here's our table 1 here. That we're streaming 2 tables.
Yeah, on the other table we have Albin against Malinowski. That's also live on the Predator Pro Series YouTube channel, so you can take your pick. We also have commentary on both tables, so pick your poison. Which match, which player.
For all the information for the participants, draw and results, the live scoring for rankings, go to EPBF.com. Sponsors are Predator, Simonis Cloth, Aramith, Longoni, Kamui, IPB, Alipina, some Poison by Predator. That's one of their old break cues. I still have one on hand, in fact. They now have the BK Rush, but the Poison I still have. I have a jump break. Do you remember those, Graham?
Yeah, I do. I remember those very well and much indeed. I'm much more of a break BK Rush guy, but yeah, I do remember.
Oh, I don't play with it. I just have it at home. I have a BK Rush. It's in my bag, and I just remembered I was going to give it away to a friend, and didn't. And I was going through some cues that I have sitting here at home, and noticed I still had it. It was a jump break. Well, he's a little bit of a tester, this shot on the 7. He'll bring the cue ball around the table, back to the middle. Oh, he's going to play it nice and soft. But we didn't get to see the finish. Joshua to break, game number 3. I'm sorry, game number 4. Have they not updated the score, Graham?
Yeah, I think it should be 3-0. Might just be the timing.
Exactly. Thin cut on the 1. He could play a safety to rail the ball towards the blue 2 ball on the bottom and hold the cue ball behind the 3 balls up on top. But I think he plays the shot and comes down past the 9 and back up for the 2. Oh, he's going to find the corner pocket. Too much English. Way too much English. Spun the ball a lot.
Yeah, I think he kind of fatted the 1 in the pocket as well, so he lost all control on the cue ball there. I think he was trying to run a couple of rails.
Well, the young man from Serbia has gotten some chances. He's got to get some good scores to get that Fargo rating up from a 701.
Good chance here. I feel like you'd have to punish Joshua this time. He hasn't played a great shot there as well, so he's got to play a little bit of a shot again. And this will test his cueing, because he's going to have to kill this one, I think, George. I don't know if he can run it off 2 rails. He might have to draw this. Kind of deft shot on the long rail back out. Oh, nicely done.
Just like you mentioned. Perfect. I think he's listening to you, Graham.
Yeah. Secret microphones and earpieces. If he's listening, he needs to. If he's definitely listening, he needs to be taking these out. A little bit heavy-handed there. He would have liked to be straight on the 5, but he has to go a bit up and down now. Play the 6 and
There's been a few shots. Go ahead. There's been a few shots he's played now with that stun English to come straight across, like for position on that 3, where many of the top pros would play that with high English and use the rail to get better position and have a better better stroking control of the ball. So my personal opinion, you know, everybody differs. Some people like to use, well, many 9-ball players like to draw the ball a lot more than they like to follow it. But you'll notice that the more successful ones will follow the ball quite a bit. Like here, well, he could draw the ball. He could also follow the ball to the bottom rail and come up to the right of the 8 and play the 9 ball in the side pocket. But again, he goes this route. And either one was correct. But using the high English, the pocket usually plays a little easier than the draw shot or the stun shot, and accepts the object ball better. Another miss. That's nerves. That's pure. The young man's
crazy.
really feeling it, playing the top player in the world. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
It's very hard to
definitely
do. It's funny because sometimes it can help you playing someone that you feel like, you know, I really can't win, but I can just do my best, and you let yourself play. And then other times the nerves just really, oh, look at this. Joshua being nice. He doesn't look very intense, does he? Albin Ocean on the other table in the background. And Lazar Costik takes his first game after losing the first 3.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, it was a tough 9-ball for Joshua, but I don't know. I think that score is incorrect. I'm sure that's 4-0.
Well,
I don't think it's 3-0 because Joshua had 2 breaks, and now we're back on to Lazar's break, so it should be 3-1. I think
3-1 now. They just haven't updated it. They just now updated Joshua's 3rd game. So the scores are lagging a little bit. Breaking from the side. Nice break on the 1. Nice control. The cue ball's up. He's going to have a shot. Oh, this looks good for the young man. And after that gift, he could have another one on his own. He can make his own gift here. Nice break.
Yeah, and I think the Lazar, the young lad, I think he's got a snooker background, judging by how he addresses the ball and his stance and style. He's definitely coming from a snooker style of background, I would say.
Well, he stole one of Joshua's breaks, so if he wins this, it'll be 3-2, and he'll have 2 breaks of his own. I'm sorry, no, I was mistaken there. He just broke that.
Yeah, no real problems here. However, we did think that in the last rack, and he missed a little bit of an unconventional 9. So again, he just needs to. He seems to go around the table pretty well, but can throw in a miss at any time. If he can cut that out and punish Joshua, while Joshua's not on 100%, he's still in this match. But as soon as Joshua gets a bit of flow, he could be in trouble.
Well, either that or as soon as he feels threatened, Joshua's intensity steps way up. This is a little tougher than he'd like to have, really. This is where he's failed in the past, just a little off center. And let's see if he can collect himself and follow through here. This is a little bit of a tester, I guess you might call it. But he should make this ball at a 701 Fargo. Nice. And he's going to come over. And he'll have one more break.
Somehow he's 3-2, which is quite incredible considering how many balls have been missed. But I think that's just been offset a little bit because Joshua's also missed probably, like you said, more balls I've seen him miss in this match than I've seen him miss in full tournaments. It's that
Sure. He's missed at least 2 that I thought it was 3 because it was this last one too. So that's not something Joshua does. Race to 9. When it gets down to the final 32, it will go down to single elimination and it'll be a race to 11.
Yeah, it's a good break. Four balls going to be a problem.
Well, that and this shot is very key, but even then, as you mentioned, the 4 ball is a problem. He's got to come around and get position from where he's at to run it down the rail. So he's got 2 shots. This one, getting on the 3, and then from the 3 to the 4. If he can execute these first 2 shots well, he stands a good chance of running this rack. Another good break, though. Very good break. And now he's faced with a problem here. He's got a tough shot. He's got to make the 3 and get position on the 4. Oops, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. I thought the 5 ball was the 3 ball. Nice safety.
Yeah, it's a good shot. He's got some cover as well. I don't think Joshua can go 1 rail. He might have to kick this 1 rail.
Joshua is very accurate with these 1 rail kicks to the long rail. Very accurate.
Oh, look at this. Cue ball's going to dress up. That's back to what you said before, George. You know, a good hit deserves a reward, and I think that's a perfect example because Joshua didn't play that shot, but it was a good hit, and he got a very good reward.
Sure. It pays to hit him. Good things can happen, and sometimes bad things happen. But you have to keep your man off that ball in hand. Another good jump by the young man. Flirted with the pocket there.
Yeah, but he has left this. Where's the cue ball going?
Another. Oh my, that was close.
I was just about to say I don't expect Joshua to play poorly for too long, but I think he's just a little bit out of sorts.
Yeah, that one almost got away. Yeah, but one of the things about Joshua, though, is with layouts like this, he's money. And the score goes to 4-2, Mr. Filler. Now, Graham, Lazar did break and run his second game, didn't he?
Yes. Yes, he did. Yeah, it was a good break. Was Joshua taking a timeout? No, I thought he was taking a timeout there. I thought, no way, surely.
Albin and Tomas Malinowski. We're on table number 1. The other stream table that we have here .
Yeah, combo needed. And the good thing is with the 3 ball being close to the 2, he doesn't have to do too much from this. And the angle he's coming in on this combo, George, I kind of like it. If he catches it well, just play it with a bit of draw. 2 ball shouldn't move very far. Oh, he's hit a bit hard though.
Ouch.
I wouldn't have played it at that much pace.
He'll have to use the 3 ball for cover. Yeah, he wants to bank the 2 ball between the 3 and the 9 and hold the cue ball behind the 3. Oh, he got penalized again. Oh, he got penalized there. Played a good safety, and now he has to get out of his own safety, even though he pocketed the 2 ball. This is a makeable shot.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny one.
Yeah.
You can just skim off the edge.
You probably go safe. Yeah. I like that, Graham. I like your skimming off the edge and trying to stay down low. He's going for it. No, he's played the safety all the way. It leaked out on him, though.
Yeah, it was a tough one both ways. I think even the skimming shot was tough to make sure you got hooked, but yeah, like you said, it's leaked out. If Joshua can find a good safety here, he could take control of this rack.
Yeah, he's found one behind the 4 ball here. Oh, it just got away. Didn't leave anything easy, though. Both balls on the rail, the 3 and the 7, and makes that combination very difficult. I wonder if he'll play the long 3 railer on the 3 ball and send the cue ball up behind the 6. I don't know if he can get just to the top rail there. No, he's coming back. He's coming back with the cue ball. He went for the combo. It's going to work for him, though. He apologized for his fortune.
He went for it. Good shot. Oh, is it going to need a little bit of a bump? Or maybe not. He's okay. Yeah, that was a good bank. As we know, he's a great bank ball pool player, is Joshua.
Derby City a couple times now, hasn't he? He's done very well with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Super dangerous. Saves a lot of shots, very creative. Had the pleasure of doing commentary with him. Just one of the last Eurotours, Estonia, I think it was. And yeah, his knowledge and vision of the game speaks volumes of his results. He sees so many things.
Yeah, I believe Joshua in 2024 won the Derby City Banks. Did well again this past year in 25. But in 24, he made quite a statement, winning 3 of the big events there. And now for a 3-game lead in a race to 9.
Yeah, I think
Joshua to break.
There's not much he hasn't won, to be honest, George. I think he's
and
just chasing one of the world titles. I think, is he missing one of them? I think, is it the 8 ball?
I'm not sure. The World 8 Ball Championship. Let me find out. We'll find out.
Yeah, he's won that much. He's won that many tournaments. I kind of lose track in some respects. It's a good problem to have from filler perspective. Yeah, I'm sure I would tell you online. Here's the cue ball going. Oh, just good break and a great chance. Nice open 2 ball. And a good position to get on the 3 ball as well. Wide open table.
Joshua won his first World 8 Ball Championship last year in New Zealand.
Ah, okay. Oh, maybe it's a 10 ball. Sorry, he's missing. That's what it is. Yeah, that'll be it. I'm sure his wife put something on social media saying he was chasing it in terms of the collection. Pretty sure that'll be the one then.
In the World 10 Ball, he was Final Four in 2023. And that's his highest finish in the World 10 Ball. Well, that's something you don't want Joshua to do, is to get comfortable at the table. He has now opened up a 4-game lead in this race to 9. He's 3 games away from the finish line, but won't be breaking for the next 2 racks. You know, one of the things, Graham, I love about the Eurotour is the fact that they play all the disciplines. They play straight pool, 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball, and it's just, it rounds out the players so well compared to what the American players have available to them. They basically just play 9-ball, 10-ball in one pocket. And that might be part of the reason they are successful coming over to the U.S. And don't know if I can use the word, I don't know why I wouldn't use the word dominating. The only really players that put up a fight is Shane, Skyler, the Mosconi Cup team.
Yeah, it's a good call.
You're going to make this 8-ball?
Yeah, again, he's flunked the ball and put himself in trouble again. It's incredible. It's like 3 times or something it's happened.
Well, that just tells, from what I saw, both times he had his object ball going too close to a pocket. And sometimes they just fall in. I wonder if he'll try to bend this. He's going to kick. He's going to kick this ball. He might be well served to try to bend this ball and cut the one into the corner pocket. He has space between the 3-7. It appears from this angle. Let's put it that way. They see the table. We see the maybes. The more I look at that, the more I like the twist. But this is going to work out for him, I think. Yeah, sure has.
Was maybe a spin away from getting a good hook. Obviously, Joshua can hit this one ball pretty straightforward, one rail.
And he can also control the cue ball very well to come underneath the 3.
I think he's looking at the pot, George.
Is it? You think so?
Yeah.
I like the kick with the cue ball underneath.
Could be wrong. He looked like he was looking at the pot. Yeah.
He was, and he did.
Oh, that's another problem. He's like, big fist pump. That was very unfortunate. Fantastic pot.
You know, I think the reason he chose the pot over the safety is that he could keep the cue ball in the same line, but he just got a little bit of a bump there.
Yeah, this 9 ball is going to be the one for me, George. Oh, that ball going close to the 9 might help him because he might be able to develop that 9. It's just, when it's just below the centre pocket, it might just be low enough to be okay, but it can always be a bit funky, those ones, I think.
It's in a dangerous spot. If he shoots the 7 and catches the top part of the 9, it could scratch. He'd like to have hit it there. No, he's just put himself in trouble by moving the 7. Now, 2 things are difficult, the 7 and the 9.
this is going to be tricky. Very tricky indeed. 7-2-9 is also quite hard to get to. You've got to land quite thin on that to come back across.
If he can get straight in on the 5 ball, and I think he's going to, he can just hold the cue ball, come off the rail a little bit so he can go back and forth off the 7 to get on the 9 for the bottom corner. He wants to be very close to where the 5 ball is now, just a little to the left. Is that enough? Is that enough angle, Graham?
It's a tough one. I don't know if he can just...
It's a tough one.
I don't know if he can just dead weight it in and leave a relatively thin 9. If not, George is going to have to put a bit of pace on this. Maybe even draw it. Come underneath, I don't know. He's going forward though. Dead weight maybe.
He's going to slow roll it and stay there. And slow rolling those balls. It's tough. A little more angle, you could have gone back and forth for the 9 in the bottom corner. Another thing is, he could have left the cue ball close to the center of the table and taken the bank on the 7. But every one is a little bit different on shots like that.
Yeah, it just feels like one trouble from the next, to be honest, George.
Well, I think he can thin the 2 ball and come around 2 rails underneath the 9-8.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult. Just want to catch it fat. Playing it slow instead. Double kissed it. It's not what he played.
No. He's going to be in trouble here. He's going to have to slow roll this. Hit it just hard enough to get that 2 ball to the bottom rail. Might be able to come up with a little bit of safety of his own. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, he was always going to struggle to not leave that on, to be honest. The way that he was coming in on that angle. Joshua doing Joshua things. As soon as he's getting a chance to punish, he just punishes. He's just so comfortable running balls, to be honest, George. And I don't know who it was, asked the question years ago, if you had somebody to run a rack for you for $1 million, who would you put your money on? And I'm sure he comes up at the top of the list most of the time. Anybody under pressure.
You know, you mentioned something very, very good there. I like that. One of the things I've seen a lot on YouTube and on channels is asking other players, give me your top, build your perfect pool player. And they'll pick a breaker, they'll pick a shot maker, they'll pick position, jump shot, each category. And Joshua is always in the conversation. He's usually in 2 or 3 of the 5 top picks.
Yeah, and that's why
he's such a natural.
And that's why he's just the #1 player for me in the world. He's just so dangerous in all areas. Don't get me wrong. You know, Fedor, Shane, Albin, all these great players, they've all got fantastic abilities. I just think he's got something else, a little bit extra when needed under pressure, the big shots. Hence why he's ranked so high and won so much.
Exactly. And actually in an interview I saw Joshua in, he mentioned the fact that he says, I like the pressure. Look for this cue ball to be behind that ball by the left-hand corner pocket.
Got a good chance to get a resafe here if he can catch the top side of this one. Yeah, it was a good hit. Just a little bit thinner than he would have liked, but second prize. That's how he wanted to catch it. That was pretty good result. Yeah, that was a thin edge.
What a good shot there. Most people would duck away from that shot in particular because of the pocket there. But he hit it with such confidence that he was going to catch it that thin and not go into the pocket. Good shot by Joshua. Is he going to get behind the 6? Looks like he'll keep him from making it unless he banks it.
Be jump shots coming, I think. He's going to try and squeak over half of this ball, George, and just nick this in. Doesn't have to jump a full ball. Oh, there's the cue ball going. It's nice and tight on that top cushion. Well, nice result there. This kick shot could be the match. Got to get some safe here. He doesn't want to be hitting this from behind, I don't think. Because I think if you catch it from behind, it's going to be hard. He's going the other way. Soft. Oh, nice little nudge. Has he left it though? He has. Oh dear. Wow. It's not what he played, but if that 2-ball squeezes past that 8-ball, that's incredible, George. From that position. I think it did, you know.
It does. It does. Goes right through there.
Wow. I mean, I know it's 8-2, but that was an incredible love bump there just to push it to that gap.
Well, this is where Joshua excels, in closing out games and sets. This young man is just like a bloodhound. If he smells blood, he really stays with it.
I mean, the fact that it's 9-2 is a little bit misleading in this score, I think, George, because Joshua has been, I would say, average at best. He hasn't been firing on all cylinders. Lazar's had some chances, but didn't really take them all, to be fair. Could have been a lot closer.
I definitely agree with that. Graham, the young man from Serbia, just gave up too many shots. He got a couple of unfortunate rolls after some good hits.